Welcome back to my channel, Mr. Wap. This is the first episode of Upgrade Your English with Mr. Wap. Jadi ini episode pertama untuk Upgrade Your English with Mr. Wap. Jangan bingung kalau you dengar hanya bahasa Inggris, sebab ini memang untuk orang yang punya level, yang sudah bisa tangkap bahasa Inggris, hanya belum pernah begitu mahir omong. So, the first step to upgrade your English is learning how to pronounce perfectly. Begin at the beginning. Pronounce perfectly, clearly and slowly. Don't rush it. Jangan paksa itu. It is very easy to learn English, but you have to learn step by step. First step, get really serious. Get committed. Dari full commitment. Jadi, so, everything you do has to be in English. So your phone will be in English, your computer will be in English, everything you watches will be in English. Your movies, your cartoons, your documentaries, and your conversations. But it will go very slow. Just you learn by segmentation. You belajar per bagiannya. So first step, take it easy, go slowly, and do it every day. Start speaking out loud, because that is the best way to upgrade your English. So why is it that you cannot improve your speaking skill of English? That is mainly because you never talk, and you have nobody around you who can talk English to you. So you have to be creative. You have to start talking to yourself in the mirror and start on a regular basis to talk simple sentences. So you will get used to it. You mulai terbiasa dengan itu. You will get used to it. Sebab what you learn in school is always usually. Jadi biasanya, usually I have my coffee with sugar. Usually. But much more used is I have to get used to it. Saya harus mulai terbiasa dengan itu. You have to get used to it. To listen English every day, to speak English every day, we all have to get used to it. Speak it slowly, understandable, so you can clearly hear your own voice and understand what you are talking about. It is very simple to start changing your way of life, to implement this on a daily basis. So within 6 months to a year, you won't even recognize yourself, because you will be so much better in English, because as soon as you get used to it, you will start talking more to yourself or other friends you can have online to start talking to. This is the moment to start. You have to get serious, because if you don't do it now, when? If not me, who? You have to start talking every day. Use the songs, as I already pointed out in my shorter videos, yang saya sudah tunjukkan di video yang singkat. Use the songs. Imagine Dragons is very good. Sia, I'm Unstoppable. Use the songs. So every morning you wake up, first thing you do, get your phone, put your music on, Bluetooth, and usually you have 1 hour before you go to work or school or whatever, apa saja, or whatever. In that time, you can at least listen to 15 songs that you already have listened before and have followed the lyrics in the video. So you already start memorizing, menghafal, memorizing the words of the songs. It doesn't really matter that you really understand all the meanings and all the meaning behind it, the maksudnya. You have the meaning, the artinya, and the maksudnya. So that's not really important. You have to start programming your brain with the sound of English, which is the best way through songs. Through, which is another one of the problem words a lot of Indonesians have, is the word through, which is pronounced like a th, through. You have to go through it. You harus melewatkan itu, you harus pengalaman itu. I have to go through it every day. I have to get used to it. Saya harus mulai terbiasa dengan itu every day, so that my brain will get used to listening English, speaking English on a daily basis. And if you start doing that every day, you will improve 10 times faster than you could have ever imagined before. English is actually a pretty easy language to learn, but you have to get dedicated and you need some guidance from somebody who already have been through it. And that's me. I have already been through it. I learned English when I was 6, 7 years old in Holland, and that's where I learned English only through practice, from listening to movie songs and the radio. And by the age of 10 I was already fluent in English, because that's the way it goes in Holland. But in Indonesia it's not like that. The whole education system is based on reading and writing, which doesn't really help you. Actually, it makes you feel lost. There's too much information that you don't really imply on a daily basis. So back to zero, kembali ke laptop. We have to start learning to speak slowly and clearly. Instead, daripada we want to talk fast because we want to hide our mistakes, because we feel insecure, which means tidak rasa nyaman. We feel insecure about our pronunciation and our capacity, our skill to talk English. So by speaking on a daily basis and listening more songs, you will very quickly start feeling much more confident. Itu PD-nya, percaya diri. I will feel much more confident. So it's not very difficult to improve your English. You just have to change your routines, and you have to be serious to change. Berubah. You have to get serious, because we all have a target in life. Kita semua punya target di hidup ini. One wants to study abroad, another one wants to have a good job, and they need very good English to upgrade their skills or their level of communication in English, which can be marketing or social networking, anything that is related to business that you have to do on a daily basis needs better English. It's time now. If you don't learn now, when? It's now or never. Like the old saying says, it's now or never. Sekarang atau tidak pernah akan. Sebab saya sudah ketemu banyak sekali orang Indonesia yang oke bahasa Inggris. Mereka hampir nanti semua, they almost understand everything I say, they just don't have a response mechanism. They don't have the confidence, and they are not used to speak back, even though the answer is already at the tip of their tongue. sudah mau keluar, sudah at the tip of your tongue. They just have not enough practice to start speaking back. Once you have that, you will improve so fast you won't even believe it. And then you're ready to study abroad, work abroad, on a cruise ship, kapal pesiar, go to Japan, wherever you want, or start teaching in the course places of the future, which will be mostly tourist places where you will integrate in an environment a little bit like Kampong English, but it's going to be upgraded. It's going to be much more sufficient and efficient. It's going to be the new way of the future to learn English in a much faster way and much more efficient. Fluent for life. That is what you're aiming for. Itu targetnya. Fluent for life. And once you speak English, it's for life. You never have to go back again. Once you can do it, it's always going to be there for you. So the biggest takeaway yang paling penting kali ini is start speaking sentences you have difficulties with. Just keep repeating the same sentences. So you'll learn and you program the brain to create the sound that you need to make on a daily basis, which is just routine. And mostly listen to American songs and American movies, because that is the much more or the more easy language to understand for most Indonesian. American English is the clearest and the easiest way to pronounce for you. So stick with that. Tadi jangan stick with that is like hanya pakai itu. American movies, songs, and documentaries. Documentaries can also be very helpful for what you're studying in. If you're studying in biology or physics, watch a lot of documentaries that can really help you to upgrade your English in a much faster way. And if you want to speed up the way you talk, first talk slowly and then talk faster and faster and faster. So get used to it, do it every day, sing songs. I think this is enough for today. That's enough information that you can chew on. You bisa kunyah. Okay, upgrade your skills. So today we have learned I have to get used to it. We all have to get used to it. It is so important for us to get used to it by saying it on a daily basis, every day, so it will be integrated in your brain, in your neural network in the brain. It is very easy to do that by saying. It is very important to do that. So next step is keep going, keep listening, keep improving. That keep is a very important word in English that is used in a lot of sentences. You can keep it. Itu artinya ini sekarang milikmu. You can keep it. Keep the change. You boleh dapat itu uang kecil itu. Kalau you bayar dengan $10, ada $1 sisa, you say, keep the change. You can keep it. That keep is another one of those words that you don't learn in the school system in Indonesia, and so though that's one of the things you have to learn. Keep going. Jadi tetap lanjut. Go on. Keep going. Go on. Go on is like continue, but also almost never used in English sentence. They use it, but in basic English, they much more prefer go on. And itu go on, diucapkannya. The pronunciation is really important to make clearly what you want to say. So go on, keep going, keep learning the simple language. So what we are learning here is mostly basic English, not very complicated, and no grammar. You don't need grammar at the beginning unless you want to be a specialist in linguistics or a journalist or international law. Later you need the grammar, the rumus, but only on a much later phase in your improvement of your English. And once you are fluent in the basic of English, it's gonna be a piece of cake, a walk in the park, or something very easy, which is a piece of cake, a walk in the park. What's the other one? I forgot about the other one at the moment. So it's easy, so easy. Learning English is not difficult. It's just been made very difficult for you because the system hasn't adapted yet to learn the basics first before you go into the deep, which is the grammar stuff, which is not really complicated. It is only very complicated if you don't speak any basics. So don't worry about it. Keep it simple. Keep it going. Keep the change. It is a slow process to learn English. Don't learn too much at one go in di dalam satu kali. It is not very helpful for you to focus on too much information. Just keep it going. Just keep repeating the words you already know, that you are familiar with. It is not a race. Actually, it doesn't help you if you want to go too fast. If you speed up the process too much, you will just have a system overload situation, like poof. So just keep learning enough every day so you will get used to it, what you have been learning, and keep it going. Keep the songs keep going, practicing the songs, singing the songs. Another day, please, and keep it going. Someone you loved before you go is also from the same singer. Keep the songs going, because songs are a natural way to learn how to listen to the sound of English and how to pronounce it. Always follow the lyrics, so you can always read what you have to say or hear. It is very simple. So keep it going. So the most important lesson of today is I have to get used to it. It is so easy to learn English. Enjoy it, because it is very joyful to learn. Joyful means a lot of bahagia. It will make you happy to see the progress in your improvement. If you start speaking on a daily basis, watching more movies, watching more songs, 100% English. For the whole process of following these videos, do everything in English that you possibly can do, especially repeating what you need to repeat as much as possible. As much as possible. As easy as possible. Because that is another phrase that is used a lot in English. As cheap as possible, as hard as possible, as far away as possible, as close as possible, as cold as possible, as hot as possible. It is a phrase that is commonly used a lot, and implement it. Start using it and get used to it. So you use the two sentences of use in different meanings. English, it's so easy, but you have to start to get serious. Practice every day. You don't have to practice very long, just a few minutes here, a few minutes there. Sing the songs, watch the movies, enjoy. It is about slowly getting better, and keep going and keep enjoying what you are doing. You're going to be very successful in the future if you listen to my advice, so you can improve your English much faster than averagely possible, because you focus only on improving your basic skill of English through speaking, singing, and enjoying your English. So easy. Keep going. Keep loving what you're doing. Get used to it. We all have to get used to it. It's time. Ready? This was episode 1. I hope you really enjoyed it, and you're gonna be waiting for episode 2, where I will start teaching you other things that were mostly not clear for you until now. Then I will explain it later. Thank you very much. See you next time. Enjoy your practicing. Keep practicing. Bye bye. Thank you very much for the first episode for Upgrade Your English with Mr. Watt. See you next time.